sons and daughters of Saint Lucia, love the land that gave us birth, land of beaches, hills and valleys, fairest isle of all the earth. Wheresoever you may roam, love, oh love, our island home. Gone the times when nations battled for this Helen of the West. Gone the days when strife and discord dimmed her children's toil and rest. Dawns at last a brighter day, stretches out a glad new wing. May the good Lord bless our island, guard her sons from woe and harm. May our people live united, strong in soul and strong in arm. Justice, truth, and charity, our ideal forever be.
The South Louis Community College welcomes you to the theatrical production Cash Pandora, written by Kendall Hippolyte and directed by Kennedy Booth Samuel, with a cast of students, staff, and alumni of the college. A reminder to please turn off all devices. Ladies and gentlemen, Cash Pandora.
It's the end of the month and the weekend. I'ma spend this track, everything on me. Yeah, I'ma tip myself, I'ma spend it on myself. I'ma drop it like it's pouring, I'ma pour it on myself. Check, 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 check the money making bank account number. That's that shit that's never getting bounced on your bitch. I do the money dance. I just made 100 bands. When the stars say sign for it, I'ma leave my autograph. Dollar bills, watch it falling for me. I love the way that feels. Dollar bills, keep on falling for me. I love the way you feel. I give me the drop, some money.
Yup, I'm Madison. Mad Madison's what they used to call me, but they can't now. I said I'd do it. I said I'd do it, damn it. Wow. Gee whiz, a macadoodle up yours, I did. You know, in a way, I got to thank my mom. That emasculating. You know the proverb I grew up with? She sang it to me in my cradle, damn it, and never stopped singing it till the day she died. Money don't grow on trees. Shit, I didn't believe her. Just on principle, I didn't. Maddie, you've got to take more care of your things, honey. Money don't grow on trees. It does. Well, almost. This box I'm sitting by, you can call it what you want. Cash box, money box, Pandora's box, cash Pandora. It don't matter to me. It makes money. And that's what matters to me. Now, if you're expecting me to tell you how, then you're crazy. Nothing to be upset about, all right? But you're crazy. Dial up a toll-free number or something and get some help. I mean, shit, you got my sympathy. I nearly went crazy trying to work out this mother for them. And then when I did, can you believe this? Nobody take me on. So listen, I walk over to the house of a buddy of mine, right? I tell him to come over, come test this out. So he does. Okay. So I open the lid a crack. Okay, I say, just stick your hand in with $1. And he does. Okay. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Ow, he snatches it out. $3. And you know what he says to me? Hey, it zapped my fingers. But I says to him, relax. You want something for nothing? Who do you think you are, the President of the United States? He's not convinced. Okay, I say. Tried with a $5 bill. And damn me if it don't work again. 15 bucks. Live, no job. And just a tiny, minute zap in the fingers. You know, to tell you the truth, I wasn't sure if it would have worked for anyone else. And I've been playing with it for about a week, tripling my income, tax-free. But I figure, well, maybe this is just between me and Cash Pandora. I just had to know. But would you believe that after my friend Eddie deposits $6 and gets back 18, he still don't believe? What's the gimmick, Maddie? Man, this is the American fucking dream he's looking at, and he's asking me what's the gimmick. I mean, how crass can you get? Shit, he can't expect me to explain this process to him, can he? Well, can he? But that don't mean I'm gimmicking. He wants to know what was the zap in his fingers. Eddie, man, you make me wary. Just go home, all right? Go home. And hey, don't tell no one about this, all right? Not until I got it properly figured out anyway. Cool? All right. Be seeing you, Eddie. Well, hell. Wouldn't you have settled for that? Yeah, you would. I know you're crazy, but you're not stupid. Eddie, now. Oh, shit. And I never figured he'd make me have to kill him. I don't like killing people. No more than you do. But would you believe that my friend Eddie went and told my mom that I had to see a shrink or a priest? And oh, did she know I was involved in funny occult stuff? Man, I couldn't have that kind of hang-up. I was still experimenting. But I couldn't have the cops or Pastor Anal Roberts or Dr. Fried Eggs messing around trying to figure out what was going on. Shit, I hardly knew myself. But it was a neat idea to put both their bodies in the box afterwards. Driving on up to the dump. Stroke of genius, as my physics teacher would say. But man, you can't see why I had to skip home. Come to the Caribbean. Things was about to get warm. And speaking of which, I had a warm time explaining to your custom dodos here why I carry equipment in a box that looks like a coffin and has a slit like a cash box. But I did. Okay, look, listen. I can't just sit here all day just goofing off with you guys. I mean, as much as I'd love to, you're crazy. Crazy balloons. Now, I've got business, okay? So I'll be seeing you. Oh, when next you see me, don't act surprised. Don't let on that you know me or anything, or you'll blow the deal, and we'll both lose. And well, we can't afford that. This is an impoverished country, right? Well, okay. The bottom line is, you're with me, and I'm with you. Every step of the way. You know what I mean? Hi, it's me again.
Mr. Madison? Mr. Madison. I don't want you to think I'm rude, but I gave you an appointment for the day after tomorrow.
I know, baby. I know. I remember. I've got a memory like a computer. I just thought I'd step in today and catch him in a free moment. I don't need a lot of time.
Mr. Madison, I explained to you that this week is particularly busy for the Prime Minister. He's involved with two sets of negotiations. One with the combined trade unions over delayed salary increases, and the other with officials from the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. You can imagine the position he's in. I was barely able to squeeze you in for the appointment.
But, baby.
Mr. Madison, my name is Mrs. Felix.
I know, I remember. I've got a memory like a computer. Now, listen here.
Yes, Mr. Madison.
If the PM is in that kind of trouble, I'm the man that he needs to see. I mean, like now, before he wraps up all these agreements, he's going to get himself in a double bind where the best that he can hope for is to call an early election, lose it, and pass on the debts to the next government. Kid, you're crazy. You got to let me see him.
Mr. Madison, I told you already it's Mrs. Felix. And it's actually nearly lunchtime. I'll be leaving soon. Your appointment is on Wednesday, 9:30. By the way, I just have you down as Mr. Madison. Can I have your surname, please?
Madison.
Can I have your first name, please?
Madison.
Mr. Madison.
Madison.
No, excuse me, hold on.
Madison. Madison.
You don't have to repeat your surname. I have it already. Your first name?
Madison.
Your name is Madison. Madison?
That's what I've been trying to tell you, babe. Kid, you're sharp. A stroke of genius. Why are you wasting that above average intelligence on secretarial work? Look, I'm Madison Madison, and I have got to see the PM.
And I'm Mrs. Felix, personal secretary to the Prime Minister, and I say you can't see him today. Anyway, I have some work I need to catch up on. Mr. Madison, if you do not get out of my way, I will call the police to get you out. And in fact, I will also cancel your appointment.
Lady, you remind me of my mother. And that's bad. Now let me just put you straight on a couple of things.
Mrs. Felix,
Yes,
we
sir.
are taking a break. I would like you to send some coffee in. And in the meantime, I would want you to put through a call. It's overseas. 137, what? You seem flustered. What's the matter?
Sir, I've been trying for the last
Wow,
15
am I
minutes.
glad to see you. Would you believe that?
Wait a minute. I am not seeing anybody today. Mrs. James.
Felix, sir.
Mrs. Felix, did I not tell you this morning?
Sir, since last week, I gave him an appointment for the day after tomorrow. He came in a while ago and refuses to leave. In fact, I was about to call the police just before you came, sir. So I'm sorry, he just refuses to leave.
What does he want? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Call the police.
Yes.
After they've dealt with him, I would like you to put a call through to this number.
Yes, sir.
What I came about has direct relevance to your negotiations going on in there. A possible solution. Now, in fact, definitely a solution.
Hold that call a minute. Come with me, Mr.
Madison. Now, there's some stuff I gotta collect downstairs, very germane to our discussions. But I may need someone to help me carry it up.
Mrs. Felix.
Yes, sir.
Please tell the messenger to help with whatever.
Thank
Yes, sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
Have you happened to have a $100 bill?
Mr. Madison.
Don't take me the wrong way. I've got more than I know what to do with. But you may not believe me unless it's your own.
Mrs. Felix,
Yes,
do
sir.
you?
No, sir, but I can ask someone from the Treasury to set one up if you've showed us what you want.
Frankly, I'm not sure at all. But have it sent up anyway. In the meantime, I will be in my office.
Yes, sir.
Oh, tell the messenger to use the back stairs.
Yes, sir.
I may as well show you them myself. They are quicker.
Yes, sir.
Actually, a 20 would do, or a 5, even a single. Just out of 100's more impressive.
I want that back.
100% interest, kid. You're as bad as the IMF. Lead the way, Chief.
Juliana, get off that stupid phone. You're always on TikTok. First, get a messenger to meet you for Mr. Madison downstairs. He'll tell you what to do. And arrange some coffee for the people in the conference room. 4 of them. What's that? The trade unionists, my dear. Fighting for more pay as usual. Well, I don't mind either. But as soon as salary goes up, so does everything else. So it's the same difference. Yes. And tomorrow is the meeting with the IMF officials. So I don't think anything is happening here today. Juliana, something strange was happening here a while ago, but I will wait to tell you more. Yes. Remember to bring in the coffee. Yes, you can put rat poison in it if you want. I'm so tired of that stupid joke already. And Juliana, by the way, when you're coming, don't pass through the front. Pass through the back door, okay? Thank you.
Oh my God! It actually worked.
What did I tell you?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Mrs. Felix,
Yes, sir?
do you happen to have one of those dollar coins?
I think so, sir. Money. Asking for money. My money. Being put prime minister like you that money. Yes, sir.
And have some more coffee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Mrs. Felix.
Yes! Yes, sir. Sir.
This is national secret.
Yes, sir.
Ask Mr. James.
The messenger, sir?
No, of course not. Mr. James, the director of finance.
Yes, sir.
Ask him whether he can arrange to have delivered to my office a gold bar. A standard gold bar. He will know what I mean and how soon it can be done. Oh, and don't stand there looking like a fish. Wait.
Yes, sir.
And remember, everything you have seen and heard in the last few minutes is a national secret.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget to send in more coffee.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mrs. Felix,
Yes, sir.
do you happen to have
Joko.
a 25 cents coin?
Yes, sir. What is it? I have money to use. 25 cents, $20. That's good, sir.
I think a solution is in sight.
Yes, sir.
No, I think a solution is at hand. Please ask Mr. James to reply to me as early as
Yes, sir.
possible.
Yes, sir.
Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony. He caught a feather in his cap and got a
Juliana! Girl, I have something to give you.
Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony. Mrs. Felix? Mrs. Felix? What's going on? Mrs. Felix?
Sir, I'm coming.
Then stop coming and come.
I'm coming.
Ministers, I agree the situation is a bit ticklish. But all the more reason why we must not lose our heads. Discussion and decisive action is what is needed.
Right. I think we've had ample discussion. The thing to do right now is to stop things exactly where they are. We thank Mr. Madison for his help. We were all very grateful for it, with the trade unions and funding agencies breathing down our necks. Now our necks are above water. Thank God.
Thank Cash Pandora.
Our heads are above water. Now, the thing to do is to try to remain afloat by our own efforts. No offense, Mr. Madison, but I think that there are too many dangers for a small state like ours just entering the international arena.
No offense either, Madam Minister, but you're mixing metaphors. In fact, it's more like an international whirlpool. And to stay afloat in there, you need a miracle. And that is what Cash Pandora is. A miracle, an unsinkable ship. When the other countries, even the bigger ones, are going down, drowning in debt, you're sailing merrily around.
But that is exactly the problem. It's drawing attention to us. It doesn't make sense that we are recovering economically. We can't keep this thing hidden indefinitely. We are sworn to secrecy among ourselves, but I mean, look at the situation. Teachers and civil servants are getting their pay raise. We have met our interest payment to the IMF this month. Police are getting paid on time. It's abnormal. We can't allow this to continue. People will begin to wonder what's wrong.
Excuse me? Is the Honorable Minister proposing that we no longer rely on, well, you know, and what? That we keep trying to make our way somehow? Is this what is being seriously proposed here?
Well, I think we need to consider carefully.
Exactly. Have you done so?
Actually, I haven't realized that the Honorable Madam Minister was definitely suggesting earlier. I mean, I share concerns. But on the other hand, to stop everything, and I mean everything, like that, that's just a panic reaction. We, all of us, have a duty to our people and to ourselves.
Oh, you are awake?
What do you mean if I was awake? I was following everything.
And leaving nothing as usual? What? You had a dream that you were losing money and you were unable to finish building that fancy house with the swimming pool?
Look. Don't start with me.
Don't start with you.
You have a son studying medicine in America.
Yes, and
How we get to that?
my sweat on his brains. You want to...
Gentlemen, madam, please. Ministers, we have important things, serious matters to sort out. Decisions are hanging over our head which will affect us all and the country as a whole. And all we can do is sit and scrabble about petty private concerns.
Excuse me, Sue, but they are not petty. They are at the root of the problem. The house with the fancy pool is precisely what is preventing him from taking a principled decision. And they are not private either. It is the public that will feel the results of the decisions that we make here.
Precisely. Just what I was saying. We must judge our actions not simply on the basis of personal morality, but on how they will affect the public. It seems to me that Madam Minister here, if we obey what she's suggesting, we will all obey our consciences. And what? And do we keep trying to make our way somehow? Struggle to keep the country on an even keel? Unemployment as unemployment soars, and the resources, our resources dwindle. How are we supposed to keep surviving? As our roads, our schools, and our hospitals deteriorate for the want of timely cash, can we go to our people and say, look, we can make it somehow, but it's against our consciences. Can we tell them our economic and political principles do not allow us to take money from a magic box? We must tighten our belt and set our country on an even keel through hard work, sacrifice, no handouts from anyone. Are we prepared to tell our people, go to our people with this? What do you think their response will be?
They'll have your ass for breakfast.
Right. and I would not give them wrong.
So, I think it boils down to, do we satisfy our delicate consciences? Or do we serve the people who we are duly elected to serve?
Well, I can hardly think there can be any doubt in our minds as servants of the people what our priority should be. Do we need to discuss this matter any further?
Honorable Prime Minister,
Yes, you have a question, observation, reservation, not an objection, I hope.
I am not so naive as to think that any objection I raise here will make any difference. It's a fait accompli, as far as I can see. No, I would like to return to a more practical point.
Mrs. Felix, please note that a unanimous decision has been arrived at, etc., etc.
Yes, sir.
Madam Minister.
The Honorable Minister raised a query earlier. How do we keep the existence of this device a secret indefinitely?
Well,
We don't. That's right. We can't, so we don't. Now listen, folks, I ain't sitting on my brains, right? I knew it was gonna come to this. So I've been thinking, the only way that this is gonna work is if everybody's in on the act. The trade unions, the businessmen, the clergy, even the opposition party.
what?
Yup, folks, I'm talking about a broad-based governing council, a ruling coalition. Either cash Pandora here or what? Poverty, struggle, international debt, the usual third world shit. They'll come around. A few Mr. Cleans will sound off for a while, but we'll leave that to their own people. All right, they'll come around. They'll all come around.
Well, this takes careful thinking about, I would say.
Maybe, but it don't matter how long you think about it. The choices are the same.
Yeah. You are the only one who can make Cash Pandora perform, operate.
Yep.
The balance of power.
Lies with me, I agree. What can I say? It's not my fault she only works for me. I mean, sometimes I'm not even sure she will. I mean, you ever noticed lately you had to stick your hand in all the way to the elbow before she'll function?
I've meant to raise that. That worries me.
Everything worries you.
And only one thing worries you.
Please, please. I suggest we take a coffee break. Then we will reconvene and decide which organizations we will have sitting on this governing council. We don't want too large a body. It's clumsy for decision making. We should indicate to them who we would like their representatives to be.
Don't matter to me.
Yes, my God. The publicity for this has to be handled very carefully. Mrs. Felix, come with me. Honorable ministers, excuse me for a while.
Oh, heck, you guys, you're sitting around like a pack of grandmothers who just seen a piece of moon rock. Believe it, it's happened. All right, how about we get the show on the road? Anybody got a $100 bill, 2, 3? I won't take lower than 100. Let's make some money while we're waiting. Let's make this a real commercial break. Okay, line up, folks, line up. Right. Who's first now? Lady, how about you? No? Okay. All right, you first. Now remember, you gotta grip it in tight in your fist, and your arm has got to go in and up to the elbow. All right? Here we go.
good. You're all right. You're all right. Come on.
Well, I can't say I understand it. But since everybody giving a different explanation, I don't see how it really matters.
But it must matter. It damn strange. I mean, I collecting my money too. You'd have to be a fool to see money given away and you let it pass. But still, it damn strange.
Not really all that strange. It's been done before. The Marshall Plan after the Second World War.
Mister, I wasn't born yet.
So you think I was? But anybody could see you're educated. In fact, I'm not sure people like you should be on this line, you know. You must have money. You're missing the point. Everybody has to be on this line. These disbursement centers were set up for everybody to use. You clearly don't understand the principle.
No, not always smart like you.
Oh, you two shut up in the front there. You think it's not trying to understand this principle this fella talking about?
What is up to understand? They giving money, you line up, you take it, what you?
Oh, shut your mouth. I want to hear this principle this fella talking about. Talk your talk. If any of you interrupt, I'm going to box you in your mouth.
Wait, so cool.
This thing, principle, Marshall Plan, whatever you call it.
Well, to put it in a nutshell, after World War II, well, you can imagine the chaos, disaster, countries devastated, both winners and losers, except for America. And of course, everyone flat broke. Problem, how does one rebuild a country that's devastated and flat broke? Answer, pump money into it. If people can be paid, then there are things to buy. If there are things to buy, then there are things being sold. If there are things being sold, then there's a reason to produce. So your manufacturing starts up again, your industries pick up, regenerate, more jobs, more wages, more money to spend. But it's got to start with money in people's pockets. If it isn't there, you put it in. America pumped millions of dollars into Germany. The same Germany they helped to defeat. It was either that or eventual economic disaster for everybody.
You serious about all that?
Dead serious. And it's the same thing happening here.
Crazy. This is a crazy, mad-ass world. This makes sense to you?
Nah, man. What the hell I care? Makes sense to you?
Almost. In fact, the only thing I don't understand is where the government gets that money from. But before I reach there, why they had to change the form of government before they could get that money?
But they tell you already, the investors, they were getting it from wanted evidence of political stability before they could give them money.
And you believe that? You is even more of an ass than you look. I see you have an ass face, but I see no tail, so I say, okay.
Look, if you want to see with an ass face,
Oh, you behave yourself in the people bank.
It's not a bank. It's a disbursement center. It's not the people own. It's we own.
Then who is the people? Not we, idiots.
Cut my stupidness, all of you. I asked two serious questions and nobody give me a decent answer.
Are you saying that you don't accept the government's explanation? Your government?
Where you come from? A TV show? You accept an explanation?
Well, why not? They're not obligated to reveal their sources, you know. I mean, depending on who it is, certain of our allies might not want to be revealed. I'm sure they'll tell us at the right Just look at that. Look how quiet this place gets. Headmaster can't get quiet like that. I find them bank tellers too powerful, man.
Them are bank tellers. This is not a bank.
All right, it's a disbursement center. So we have to keep quiet just because they ask for it? What happened to we at all? We are in Lent, not because you giving me some dollar and cent. I have to repent. I go turn this place to a calypso tent. Baba de ba de ba de da da do. Baba de ba de ba de. Ticket. What you put on it? Mad gal? And you stamp it? What you stamp it for? What you stamp my ticket for? You never stamp it before? What you stamp it for? Huh? Hey, you don't own me, you know. I have to relent. I still get me disbursement.
Ticket, please.
It's in my head, eh? And you've upped the stakes. Clever. So, you'll soon want everything, won't you? You're becoming the black hole of Calcutta, a black hole in space. You greedy, insatiable, starving monster. I love you. All right, girl, all right. I understand. Just don't bite my head off, all right? I'm only the caretaker. So soon it will be everything. Or you shut up shop, close for business, unless... Okay, all right, it's a deal. Listen, you remind me of myself, you know that? Tough, straight, no shit. Okay, okay. Listen, you just keep doing what you have to, and I'll get you what you need. All right? I love you, Cash Pandora.
Anything for the poor? Nothing? Hello, my name is Selu. I don't want you to feel sorry for me because I'm a beggar. I could get my ticket like the rest of them every fortnight. When I was leaving my husband over this thing, he told me, but Sel, look at what we have. Look at what we are accustomed to. How are you going to survive? How are you going to live? Life's so damn funny. The amount of street beggars we have on the street now is more than we have before. The same people I used to dread passing by, wheeling and dealing with their first few payments. Let me tell you, they're driving their big Benz and their big BMW. Ask for the rest of them. Ask me why they don't take their ticket. I couldn't tell you. You will have to ask them. As for Apple, Leah, and Jonah, I wonder what pickings they get. I see some good bargains, you know. But some people, when they have a good bargain, they want to get rid of goods. And some people just there to get rid of money. Some to get rid of money, you know. I see some good pickings. Time to get into action. Anything for the poor? Hello, my son is in hospital. Anything for the poor? Anything for the poor? You have anything? Anything? Anything for the poor? My lady, you have anything for the poor? My lady, my son is in hospital. Anything for the poor? Anything for the poor? Anybody have anything? Anything for the poor? Anything for the poor? My son is in hospital. Anything for the poor? Anything for the poor? Anything for the poor? Anything for the poor?
Leah, you something else, eh? How the ass you know it was me? In fact, how the ass you know anybody was coming? I was right across the street when I heard my welcome song, you know. My own personal welcome song. I like it. So what you pick up today? Let me see. Writing paper. You can write her? Yeah, it's something else. You know what that mean? Oh, you know what that mean? And you only now telling us or you want us to teach you? You're too smart for me. I never sure when you understand or when you want me to think you understand. Anyways, you want to see what I pick up today? Selling bargain good all over the city. Ida coming? I was just beginning to wonder what happened to her.
I like to come home to that. Thief. Why you thief today? I myself wasn't really in the mood for anything. Neither begging nor thieving. But I got a few things. Where's Hello?
Share it, Jen.
And Jonah somewhere, making plans as usual, thinking about life and the future. I tell that man, life is not for thinking and thinking and thinking already, you know.
You better tell him that again. That man does worry so much, you have me worrying now. Man, either if it wasn't for you and your soft heart, and I give that man 2 lashes for a piece of stick already. It's either that, or I walk away. Why don't give him a little something to take his mind off all these worries?
I don't mind. And I sure you know I don't mind. You have to ask me after all. I still have my dignity, you know. I'm used to fellas coming after me.
In these times,
These times ain't that really different from any other times. In some ways, at least, it's how you deal with it that makes the difference. Man, I pick up a bottle of wine today. When I tell you vintage, you ever drink wine going back to 1941? You ever see wine going back to 1941?
joke you making. My father wasn't even born yet.
Joke? You ever know me to joke about the serious things? The good things in life like wine? Leah, you have some glasses. Bring it. Shouldn't wait for Cello. Where the hell is Cello?
True. What's Cello? Cello! Cello! Cello, hello! Hello, Cello! Cello! Cello, hello!
Just now, Apo. She don't like it.
Wow, now it's just starting to enjoy myself. So, what happened? No wine till she come?
It seems so.
All of you must be crazy. Sometimes I feel like I'm the one good sane person left in this whole entire city, you know. It's either that or it's I alone, man.
I was just about to tell you that.
Well, today I watching the scene. Like, serious. These people, I mean, they finish. The head gone. It's like somebody or something thief their head. You mean to tell me? You stand up on a corner for half an hour. The same person pass you, go in and come in, 6 times. The whole thing like a movie playing backwards. Serious, no joke. One time this afternoon, I went behind a building to pee. And serious, Gasa, I wasn't seeing them, only hearing them. And everything on a tip, running at high speed. And I'm there, taking a slow pee. But I didn't wondering. But when it get like that, when?
That is what frightened me. The speed at which it happened. And just so, I saw Lillian today, standing by her Mercedes Benz, while a little boy loading it up with things. Parcels, plastic bags, boxes. Apo, I looking at my friend today and you know going on through my head. That could have been me.
Never either.
That's easy for you to say, Apo. You was always a rebel. Even when you used to dance in the hotels and all these entertainment shows. All you actors, dancers, musicians. I know what you're going to say. The real ones. And you know that's what I mean. It's not so easy for you all to say no.
Well, maybe I just don't know what to say. And also maybe I can't do things halfway. I can't say yes to this.
You don't know how easy it would have been for me to say yes. When you're a politician's woman, the whole world is yours. That kind of world. When I saw Lillian today, I felt really afraid. You were? I try to remember that little girl I grew up with playing tiki talk on the lane. I know if I go up to her and say hi, she'll bring me the money I want and give me some bills. Tell me, take care of myself, why don't I give up this? I'm a terrible yes. You know that's what the girl called it the last time we managed to say a few words to each other. My goodness, Apo. I really don't know what I'd do without you all, you know.
It's all right, either. I know what I'll do without you either. You know who's the strongest in all of us, She. Nobody can touch her.
She understands every word I say, you know, Apo.
Me telling, she understand it before you say it. I wish you would let me drink some wine now, though. Must be Cello coming.
Good. I miss her.
It's Jonah. Oh God, the face of Zoom. Man, Jonah, what happened to laughing and smiling and all them other things that's still in the world? I can't even remember what your front teeth looking like. Only time you just open your mouth is when you're eating or talking. You know, there are other things to do with your mouth, you know. I had to tell him that.
Apo, put me down. Jonah know what he wants.
I have always known what I want.
I think so.
It's my biggest problem.
I know about that either.
You mean whether or not I've always known what I want, or whether it's my biggest problem?
I know, probably both.
It can't be both. That doesn't make sense.
Excuse me, if the two of you going to get into one of these senseless debates where you just want to pick at each other, let me know. I have things to do.
They're not senseless. And our poor must realize.
Right. That serious thing must be discussed seriously. Okay, and I just not a serious person. Praise Jah. So I go shut up now. Thank you, Ida. I nearly get trapped there.
You just have to realize, all of you, that we're in a dangerous situation. You can't make jokes just so. That's why. Leah, I wish you could talk.
Sometimes I'm glad she can't talk. I'm not sure I'd be able to take it, sir.
Maybe, but it's better we know. Listen, Ida, something is happening. I can't quite make out a pattern, but it involves people like us. I mean, more than usual. This may sound stupid to you all, but I know I'm right. You're disappearing.
I don't. Apple?
I don't know.
No! Where Kekel that used to sleep behind the warehouse in Queens Lane? Huh? The watchman says he see Kekel come there 4 nights ago as usual. Sometime in the 4 morning, he hear footsteps running hard. By the time we check, nothing. And he hears Kekel come to sleep there from since that time.
Yeah, but Jonah.
Wait, why hop and drop? Do you all manage that twist up leg? Nearly every evening he passing behind the post office, going to the wharf to do his business. I just look out for him. It's almost a ritual. Nearly a week now I don't see him.
Yeah, but Jonah, all these fellas just move around sometimes. They just look for a place where the picking's better. Or maybe they just feel for a change.
Isaac? What about Isaac? For Isaac to move from here so to there is pain. Sometimes he does shit right away because he can't move. You know that, Apple. You just have to clean him up sometimes. The people just give him food or whatever when the arthritis get real bad. Isaac can't move, but where he going? Huh? Where? Yesterday, I passed. He wasn't at the back of Super Shop. Today again, as I come in, I check. He gone.
Okay. What am I supposed to mean? Huh?
Well, obviously, I can tell you just so. We don't know what happens to them, where they disappear into, who causing it. Probably that's the first thing we have to do. Find out.
I don't want to sound funny or stupid or anything. But how?
Well, obviously, somebody must know. Or some set of people.
Man, I don't feel like getting into no analysis. Analysis paralysis. Maybe they divided, but they united against me. And I don't care if some know or all know, but somebody know. And how are we going to find out? That's my first question.
But why? That is my first question. Why people like Kekel, Isaac? My gosh, they're not used to nobody. I don't mean that in a bad way, but they don't have anything, don't own anything. If they die, hardly anybody miss them, except people like us. So what's the use?
Ida, you're talking like they must be dead.
The place not that small, you know, Apple. I just can't see.
Wait! What you said there, that's it.
What?
Useless people. People nobody will miss. That is why.
Why what?
It's they themselves, their bodies. That is what they want. There's nothing else they have to give. It's their bodies. Take it from people like me, like Isaac.
Like Leah.
Like us.
But what's the use? Like, what's the point?
Something to do with what's going on right now. All of a sudden, it's changing government, making more things, selling new things. The church, like a treasury,
They want to fill us up with things. Nobody really believes the explanations they give them. Dance for money, sing for money. It don't make no sense. There must be a price. Has to be. And it can't be money, they're giving that too. I think the price is people. People like us.
Maybe I slow, but I still don't understand. What can they do with people like Isaac, people like Kekel?
These disbursement centers, please, my dear. And what are they going to do with Leah?
They can kill her, yes. But what's the use? What's the gain? They can't even talk.
To hell with all of that.
Yeah.
We
We're
can't
not
do
a threat
anything.
to them. Not even a nuisance. They don't have to kill us to control us.
Yes, that is true. And I think that is why, whatever it is that they are doing, they don't have to. They need to. They need to.
Forcello.
Forcello.
No, I cannot put this to my government. I'm not in agreement with it. There must be another way. There has to be another way. It's frankly...
Monstrous, diabolical, satanic, all these words.
They are not just words, Mr. Madison. Perhaps where you come from, they are words. But here, words are not just words.
It's amusing to hear you say that. You're the top politician in the land. Is that because here, words are not just words?
It's a very important part of it. My people are believers by nature, Mr. Madison. They have to believe. I have helped them to believe. And at one time, they helped me to believe.
Not anymore, if I read you rightly. Right now, you don't believe in anything. You're just tired. Fair enough. If I knew how to feel sorry for anyone, I'd feel sorry for you. I don't. This has got to go through, beginning tomorrow.
No, I cannot.
Words.
There's no way I can do this. Can go through with this?
All you're doing is postponing what must happen. Do you have another way?
Yes. Stop everything. Just stop everything. We'll manage. We'll manage before we can.
Stop using cash, Pandora? You'd have to dismantle the whole system. You know that. Beginning with your democratic coalition government that you're all so proud of. Your trade unions, your businessmen, your clergy, all those other sectors. They have a voice and a vote. Do you think they'll just give up the power that they're experiencing now?
They'll have to. Well, when they realize the alternative.
Mass unemployment. A welfare state without the means to provide welfare. Very little hope of aid from anywhere. All those other countries are very puzzled at how well you're doing, you know.
I don't mean that.
Ah, you think I know? That's why I am reminding you, in this, that's what your high moral fanfare will mean when you refuse this. You can flip your country down a precipice like that, words, or you can save it, words.
You know it's not that simple.
Ah, you think I know? You think I know? I don't. To me, it is simple. It really is. Tell me, wouldn't these people, whoever they are, end up dying at some point, sooner or later?
That's not the point.
All right. Does your constitution and your judicial system allow capital punishment? Rhetorical question, it does. Now don't give me any line about you not being the one who decides that sooner or later. At present, you're the leader where any judge can decide that sooner or later. Now listen to me, otherwise we'll go around talking in circles, coming back to the same point. It's time to deal. And what I'm proposing in this
is murder. It's devilish.
Words again. Shut up while I outline your situation here. You accepted Cash Pandora's help when you were in a tight squeeze and continued to do so after things got better. Okay, so there was a price, and the price changed. I don't know why, though I have my suspicions. And even after it changed and kept on changing, you continued. For weeks now, Cash Pandora will only function if it has a live, whole human body. You know this. A number of your government people know this. You've continued.
It's not that simple.
It is, and I've made it even simpler. I am giving you the words. Here in this, a whole game plan, a strategy that outlines what everybody must do, what the churches must do, what the judiciary must do, roles of civil servants and the clubs of the whole works. All it requires is legislation okaying all this. Then we're set. Peace and prosperity. So,
shit. It won't make sense to you. My place in history.
I wondered. Look, history is a matter of who writes it. Okay? Write a book. Absolve yourself. That's becoming very popular with politicians lately. Okay? So that's settled then. Take a look at this again overnight.
I never said.
No, but you decided. You know it, I know it, you know I know, you know I know. And so on around the mulberry bush. So we can stop playing peekaboo and get down to business. Come on. Your country needs you. You know, we'll need a lot of slogans. Perhaps we can adopt this one. Put a sign over Cash Pandora. Come on in, your country needs you.
Cash Pandora. If your country is in debt, Struggling in a net, what would you do? We've got problems with finances. Won't you take your chances and help us through? Cash, 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 Pandora.
Cash, 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 Pandora.
You've been blessed with all that's good. You've had a house, clothes, and food, and it's been free.
Country needs you.
Commodities galore, entertainment more and more, without a fee. Cash, 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 Pandora.
Cash, 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 Pandora.
Now you've got the chance to give. Some must die that some may live. And ain't that nice?
Your country needs you.
You've been given all that wealth. All we ask now is yourself in sacrifice. Cash, 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 Pandora.
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 Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, mamas and papas, guys and dolls, it's here. The bargain to end all bargains, the final solution is finally here. And you can be part of that solution. Are you part of the problem? Then be part of the solution.
Greater love have no man than this, but a man lay down his life for his friend. Amen? Amen. And what greater friend do we have than our country? What is more unselfish, more replete with blind, loyal love than the land from which we draw our sustenance, our hopes, our inspirations? Our other lesser human friendships who not have come into being without the prior presence of the motherland. Yes. She's the first friend. Yes. And greater love have no man than this, that he laid down his life for his friend. Amen. Amen. You have no doubt heard it, that money is the root of all evil. It is the devil's droppings, the main means by which he defiles us and makes it part of our kingdom. But I say unto you, we are misled who tell you so. What is the lifeblood of a country? What turns the wheels in the factories, having electricity running through the wires, bringing light and even life? What is the invisible fuel in every car and motorcycle running on our roads that we take for granted? What clothes the baby? What gives that student hungry for knowledge the books to grow his mind? How could you be here listening to me today if it were not for this precious lifeblood that is in everything? No, friends, there is no evil in money. I repeat, there is no evil in money. Where then is this evil? Is it our selfishness? Our desire to have something for nothing? That cannot be. Everything has a price. We see that in nature, the glory of the lion is sustained by the slaughter of the antelope. The beauty of the dove, that moving symbol of peace, depends on the killing and eating of the helpless worm. Even the fragile hummingbird must drain the brilliant but precious flowers of the precious juices. But they accept. They all accept. And this must be so. And they are all, when the turn comes, surrender to the death, knowing that it is just, it is right. Yes. It is we, mankind, who fight against the natural and divine order. There must be sacrifice. Yes. I repeat, there must be sacrifice. For the good of all, some must submit to apparent evil, because finally, theirs is the greater good. We are the supreme example in the Garden of Gethsemane. Our Lord, even our Lord, felt the desire to escape, to rebel, to go against the divine order. But he, though in travail and trembling, willingly submitted. And we can do no less. We must. The lifeblood of our country, ourselves, is, let's put it plainly, money. If to restore some of this lifeblood, so let's put it plainly, get some money, a sacrifice is needed. We should feel honored to offer ourselves. My final words to you are these. To get some money, you must go through get some money. Let the word get some money be our guide. Let us pray. Get some money. Get some money. Get some money. Get some money. Even as the loaves and fishes were multiplied and the multitude was fed, so may our physical sustenance be replenished severalfold. And you, our precious offering, find peace. Fear not, you will not be alone. You are the first, but there will be others to soon comfort you. Go, you are sent forth. It is finished. By our sacrifice we are saved. By our own sacrifice we are saved. For those who wish to see me about the sacrificial celebration next week, I encourage you to do so. I am your servant, and we are all Cash Pandora's servants.
on the pawn top of money. I turn a little in a couple mil. And if you make some dirty money, what you do?
Okay. You feel alright now? Sing and dance all your troubles away. Well now, the dance done, and our trouble is coming on your back.
Man, Jonah, I can't even get vexed with you again. So if I tell you to hold your ass, it's because I vex her. So, hold your ass, okay?
Okay. The righteous rebel who used to chant and dance danger to the oppressor, and they put his dance in the hotels and pay for them to perform it.
Jonah, I don't really feel like...
You mean you couldn't see for that? You, that seems so much now? Or you couldn't understand? Or you just wanted the money too much?
They never kill my spirit.
Jonah, shit, man.
You trying to kill it.
It was dead when we first came together. I resurrected it. If it wasn't for me, you'd have been the others long time. Money. Dancing for money was never a problem for you. So what is this all about? Huh? What's all this for? That eating me up since morning. I stopped to watch a celebration, an open air one in Dora Gardens. A little girl wearing a light blue dress, ribbons. She couldn't even carry the box. Her father had to carry it for her until just before she entered the box. Light blue dress, white shoes. She didn't make much noise. I heard big people make much more noise than that. Like she didn't want to upset her father, us. I don't know. But you know what struck me? Nobody noticed me. Nobody. Not long ago, we had to be running for our lives, sleeping in 4-day morning, sleeping in shifts. 4-day morning was dangerous time where everybody in deep sleep. And when you hear somebody, they gone. Now, little children, their parents encouraging them, sacrifice to the deed to your money? What do you ask? What we do I don't make no damn difference? Huh? What is all this for? All this so-called rebellious resistance. Abo, sorry. I was gonna have to get vexed with you. You just understood long before me. Long before they had a cash Pandora to show us how or why dance for money, sing for money, die for money. What we do I don't make no damn difference of 2 cents to their ledgers and balance sheets. Abo, I'm sorry. I ain't no better than you. You and me? We the same devil food.
No.
No.
I better than you. When I used to dance in hotels, it wasn't just for me to survive. Huh? And I still surviving. I ain't dead yet and I still have faith. I better than you.
Probably. What better, what worse? I couldn't tell you. What I want to know is, what we going to do? Keep on living like cockroach, looking for a nasty little spot here and there. When they find us, we move. Keep on living like that? For how long again? One day, they'll find all of us huddling around a little fire, trying to cook some garbage they don't want to eat. Huh? That drum, that flute, they'll burn them in the same fire. You don't want to join them? Fight them? How?
You always have questions, eh? Nothing else, just questions.
I'm not afraid to fight all of this. I just need somebody to show me how.
Oh, I don't know. You used to get on like you know everything. Like you know how, why, what, if.
And look where it brings us. Now, I give up. I don't even care if you're ashamed of me or if you don't want to talk to me anymore. I give up.
Oh, you son of a...
Stop it. So that's what you come here to tell us, Jonah? Better if you had just not come back. I'd prefer to believe they caught you and...
Caught me? Nobody wants to catch me. Or any of us. We dangerous. I still waiting for an answer, you know. What we going to do?
We are not small.
We are not small.
No, we weigh more than a silver coin.
We are larger than a dollar bill. We cannot fit into a wallet.
Our names are more than signatures on checks. How can they try to divide us or subtract us?
How can we let them?
We forget, but we are it. We are everything. Tree, sky, sea in the morning, the sun, we are.
We are.
We cannot ever not be.
We are everything.
We are in the music now. We dance. Nothing can stop us dancing. You can beat him with 10 sticks. It will not be worse than what his mind will do to him by tonight.
Eh? I'm only sorry I put some good licks on him before. Don't worry. I'll meet him.
Now, we're not going to help.
Help? I ever say I could help anybody? I ever say I was going to help anybody?
Oh. So what we just danced for?
I don't know. Ask Leah.
Oh. And what was it that make you want to beat up Jonah a while ago? What was...
I don't know. Look, you're getting on just like him. Questions. Give me an answer now. You think I know what I'm going to do now? All I seen I could do is just walk into one of them services, beat up the priest, mash up the coffin.
You wouldn't reach halfway.
You think I don't know that?
So...
Look. I don't know what I must do. I don't know.
Apo, I don't know about you, but nobody led me into anything. I choose. And you don't know if Jonah going to join them.
So what are you going to do then?
Not even he know. Jonah is not a man that find it easy to bend. If he can't keep one way, he prefer to break. We're going to know by tomorrow. But you, what are you going to do?
I tell you, walk into one of them services, beat up the priest, show them.
Apo, look at me. That is giving up, and you know it. They'll just hold you down and carry you away before you can do anything. But you look like a hero to yourself. A rebel. And that is what you want. It will not even fool me. Palace yourself. But you'll just be so happy when they carry you away. And you don't have to fight again to think again. Nobody, no Jonah to ask you what you're going to do. Just going to tell yourself, well, I try. And that'll be the biggest lie. That's what men always do. Violence for violence, war for war. If they lose, they say, well, I try, just that the other side was stronger. And if you win, you say, well, I won him already, but...
That is not that I don't know what you mean either. That still doesn't tell me what I must do.
Then you don't know what I mean.
Leah, what the f going on? Huh? I asking her what to do. Practical things. Huh? And she telling me something about music. Like his eye that don't know what they saying. Like his eye is the ass. Like his stupidness that coming out of my mouth, right? Huh? Look, Leah, you always know how to make me understand. It's best you make me understand now. It's either somebody tell me what to do or to hell with all of this. You mean all this time I live in here and nobody cannot tell me what I must do? Leah, you I talking to. Tell me now. You are dumb. You always know how to make me understand. Make me understand. Oh, so that's how it is. I'm a fool. I must be a fool, yes? Okay, I'm a fool. I'm asking a woman for advice to tell me what to do. Huh? Like his eye is the fool. You know what? Just give me this. And I gone. It's mine.
Why? Because you played? Jonah brought it to us. He couldn't play, but he knew what it was for.
I knew.
Not again. You just bring it to the clubs and hotels and entertainment centers, and you'll try to kill it. Put it down.
You want to come and take it from me? War either. Violence. See if you can run from it.
Shut it down. Walk with money, big girl, wind up like you with money. Money mash up a party. Just get paid, freaking like a just get paid. Behave like
Well, you lied. You beat me. For now anyway, but you beat me. Hey, didn't you promise me you'd make me understand? Or was that me thinking you'd promise? Difficult lately, ain't it? Knowing what I'm thinking from what you're thinking. I told you, Mom, it's words. It all comes down to words. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you do, you are really it. Because I don't. Me know what I mean, no. I know I'm mean. I'm a mean son of a... But what does that mean? Uh-oh, problems there, no problem, no problem. Unless I make it a oops. Aye. Now that's a word to avoid. Disobedient, right? I mean, most words are quite obedient. Do what you tell it to. Not I, no. Story of Pandora's box. Right, Mother? Dear Mom, I was sick of that story. That box isn't full of all kinds of junk. It's empty. That's the problem with it. It's empty. You're empty. You're empty. Don't try to dodge it. It's you. I tried flashing a light in there. Nothing. Hello, hello. See? Empty. If you knew what it meant, know what I mean? What you mean? What it means to me? But I know you. You'll just say he's crazy.
lock him up. Right? No, but that's why there's the box. Empty. You know why? You know why? In a way, things are out of control. I can admit that. I can admit that. I really hadn't anticipated reaching this level. Not so fast anyway. A lot of children have died. But, well, if the parents won't step forward, what the hell? We're all in this together, remember? Yeah, when the going gets rough, it's time to be tough. Now's the time to be true. Your country needs you. You know what I mean? No, you don't. Of course not. How can you? You're just a dark space, like me. If you weren't, you tell me who I am, and how do I stop this? And why the goddamn hell is it getting too much for everything? And why my mother, of all people? Ah, fuck it. I didn't make her empty. You did. You fill her up.
That we may be free. That our yearning shall be satisfied. That we may earn prosperity. Not only for ourselves, but for our country. For our children and our children's children. There must be sacrifice. There must be the sacrifice. Give some money. Today, believers, our celebration is no ordinary one. It never is, but today perhaps even more so. We know, and we have always known, as scattered among us who keep the faith, who practice it, are those who hold back, those who do not give a good account, those who, so to speak, are in the red. And there are two, those who go even further, whose lives are dedicated to discrediting and destroying the faith. They seek to bring us back into debt and poverty, materially and spiritually. It's hard to understand the motives and reasoning of these rebels. They are bad debtors, as it were. We are all debtors to cash Pandora, but we strive, many of us, to be ready to pay our debt when the time comes. We are the good debtors. The bad debtors don't even acknowledge that they owe, far less consider repaying it. That is why when such a one can see his errors and be prepared willingly to help balance the greater count, you must consider it a miracle. We are told in the parable of the worship that was lost, then was found and returned to the fold, and that there was more rejoicing over such a one than over the 99 who had never strayed. And this is why I say today's celebration is beyond the ordinary. A prodigal has returned. Of his own free will, a debtor has come to pay his debt. By our own sacrifice we are saved.
Cannot fill her with that. Nothing can fill her. Stop! You might as well stop. She can only understand words. And they don't mean a damn thing. Not to her or anyone. Don't blame me either. It's what they wanted. All I did was help. In any case, you can't speak. This is the one, ain't it? Oh, you've gone dumb as well? Makes no difference. Nah! Even if I went in, there's no way to explain why any of this should stop. She's dumb. They're rich, and she's dumb. She ate all the meanings of their words, you see? Ate it. The valuation down to 0. And then what? Soon, there'll be no point in them talking or writing or anything. They won't be able to believe what they themselves say. It's what they wanted. All I did was help. You may as well let him go in. At least he'll come out valuable. Worth his weight in gold, as they say. Now that you can put a price to it, too. And finally, that's all there is. No matter what words they use. Go on. No, you're not going to. No!
like they just come to take my money. They play us Clarence, they relax, but then they raise the patch attack mama, woy, like they just come to take my money. I come to tongue the back in a wrong. I back get the right ticket, say l'argent, 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 l'argent. But what they say? Hold tight, Lucia, hold tight.
and gentlemen, Cash Pandora. Let the costs come out. Production. Members of the Creative and Performing Arts Club, Kappa. The cast and production crew of Cash Pandora. Our director, Mr. Kennedy Booth Samuel.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. That's Sir Arthur in all his glory. Can we have a wonderful round of applause for that? There's some other people I need you to give a huge round of applause to. First of all, our technical people, sound and lights. Let them hear it. One of our lecturers actually designed and built Cash Pandora, O'Brien Richards. Obi, where's Obi? Okay. And there are a lot of things that you all are not seeing. This is a total Sir Arthur thing. There are some actual courses that are doing their practical tonight. So there's some production. You notice a lot of people in production. It's all Sir Arthur. And they are producing as a practical side to particular courses they are doing. production, etc., etc. So all of them you see there, it's a total Sir Arthur production. So let's, those in black, those at the front, give them a round of applause, please. Okay, because that lets the lecturer know that they have done well tonight. Oh yeah, and one big leader that we had for the whole night, we entrusted her with stage management. With any of you who know of production, the stage manager becomes the chief cook and bottle washer on production nights. So, Tia. And of course, I want you to recognize somebody. I have been teaching literature, English, theater for all of my adult life. I've been in the theater, in the arts. But if there is one artist in St. Lucia, one writer I have total respect for, and I want St. Lucia to appreciate him as much as possible, because of him, we have mentored lots of people in the arts, in the theater in particular, who are continuing the wonderful traditional theater that St. Lucia has, and he continues to teach, but in particular, his writing and his technical skill as a writer, it is out of this world. It is literally out of this world. And for me, he's the most exciting writer presently in St. Lucia right now. The writer of this play, Cash Pandora, my friend, Kendall Hippolyte. And also to the board of directors of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, the admin staff, the principal, acting principal, etc., the deans, all of them who facilitated this and went along with this happening. Please give them a wonderful round of applause, because it seems something is happening. So that's it. If there's one thing we want to come out of tonight, okay, especially when we know there are a lot of parents here and so on, we want to advertise the Creative and Performing Arts program at Sir Arthur. Sir Arthur presently offers an associate degree in the Creative and Performing Arts. It's up there, some serious resources up there. I'm up there lecturing, so some serious resources up there. Okay. We have people like Antilia Louis. Look at some of the staff members that we have here. Somebody like Gloria Severin, who has been teaching literature and theater arts at St. Mary's College, has done so much wonderful work with them up there. And she's on stage presenting ministers. And look at some of them. Kentry Jean-Pierre. You all would have known him in other areas. A serious minister. Macorville Combi, etc. Some serious staff members that have come and been part of it. Alumni. Macorville Combi, who was retired Prime Minister. Etc., etc., etc. Serious. You see the size of this cast. It was pressure bringing this thing together, but we have done it, people. Yeah? And probably, I don't know if any of you, before we just send you home, maybe one or two of you all may have some words of encouragement to give, but let me just say to the parents and so on, encourage your students. They have the talent, they want to pursue the arts. We are at a stage in our development where the creative industry is taking off, and it may be the next solution to all our economic difficulties. Okay, if we put some interest, some support, and facilitate the development of this wonderful industry that could bring so much joy and even peace to our land. Okay, so encourage your students to pursue their dreams. If it's the arts that they are into, let them come in. And Sir Arthur has a program. Please register. So before I let you go, maybe there are one or two of you who want to just say a few words, just reactions to what you saw here tonight, or encourage the student. We can let you, anybody. We'll take about 3. Anything? Anything? What's that? Kendall? 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 I'm sorry, my brother, I'm sorry, but if they give the people what they want.
My preference actually is to talk to the actors, crew, and so on backstage. I'm just so we can talk the language, so to speak. But I'm sure I'm speaking for everybody here tonight when let me just get myself together. A couple of weeks ago, I coordinated a poetry event at the Grosley Human Resource Development Center. And the 13 poets, chronologically, age 78 going on to age 21. And the 21-year-old person, Khadija Halliday, she blew us away, completely blew us away. And what I said then is pretty much what I'm saying tonight, that watching her performance, I felt, okay, we're in safe hands now. The youth they can take it and they can run with it. They can take, they can take it, they can run. I felt hope. I felt hope. And looking at this tonight too, it's the same kind of feeling. It's the same kind of feeling that there's hope, because this is not the time to talk about the struggles and the problems and so on that so many of us have gone through. This is the time to say there's hope, to say a huge thank you to every single. Oh, you choking me up. It's blessed.
Thank you, Kendall, for a wonderful script. This is a wonderful script, isn't it? A wonderful story, well written, serious messages. Thank you, Kendall. Anybody else before we finish? Our acting principal.
Let me say today, normally I see some of the play, and you invited me, and I said, let me see it on stage. And it's an honor to follow you, Kendall, someone I've known for many years, but also to see where we started with Gloria and the Evening of the Arts. Then we moved to the students, and we said, just let the students go and just support them. And now we have alumni, retirees, all persons, people like Tracy who gave the support for the students, and it's just growing and growing and growing. And we have culminated tonight with honoring one of our best writers, Kendall Hippolyte. And I would like to say, and I think I speak on behalf of the chairman of the board, we will continue to support as we have in the past and into the future. Have no fear. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Good night, everyone. I would like to say that theater for a lot of us is a lot more than just coming in and sitting somewhere and watching a play. And it's so much more than just showing up to rehearsals every day. And one of my favorite things about being a St. Lucian is coming to places like this and seeing people who are on stage, people who are telling our stories, and people who are carrying such a tradition. Oh my gosh. People who are carrying that tradition, and wow, you see, I love theater so much. So I want to just tell all of you, keep going. Those of you who've never done a production before, this is your first time. Those of you who have carried the torch for decades and decades and decades, I just want to say thank you so much. And this really means a lot to me as a person. So congratulations, and you are appreciated.
Thank you. Any final one, or can we let you go home safely? All right. So, on behalf of Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, let me thank you for supporting our production. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. And we look forward to seeing you supporting a lot more events that you will be hearing about coming from Sir Arthur. Have a safe journey home, everybody. And thanks again. 1 minute, excuse me.
Just to recognize our sponsors before we leave, very important that we get that financial support. Massey Stores, who came on board, they're represented by their marketing manager, divisional manager here, as well as St. Lucia Electricity Services Limited, KFC, keep the applause going for them, it's important. St. Lucia National Lotteries Authority, and Bank of St. Lucia Limited. This is by no means an inexpensive feat, it costs. We thank all of our actors for bringing in their own outfits, so we didn't have to do too much wardrobing. We appreciate that. And I'm not sure if you saw Mr. O'Brien Richards. I mean, this thing came alive. I think it's important for us to recognize the skill. He also designed our, give me the name, our mace for our graduation. So lots of talent at Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. And let me thank also President of the Senate, Ms. Alvina Reynolds. I know she was here. Thank you so much for being here this evening and supporting us. Dame, as usual, Chair of the Nobel Laureate Committee, and former Principal, former Governor General, always here, as well as the other members of the National Nobel Laureate Committee. Thank you so much for being here. Our Chairperson of the Board is here, Mr. Cletus Springer, our Acting Principal, Vice Principal, all here to support. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been wonderful having you as an audience. Get home safely, and kudos.
We need to also recognize, well, I told you I was at Sir Arthur, but we also have another very hard-working lecturer of the theater. She's the drama teacher with me, Cantilia Louis. She, tremendous work from her, commitment. Cantilia, where are you? Show your face. All right, there she is. Give her a round of applause, please. Thank you very much.